Hi people, how you all doing? So it's actually really nice out today. It's actually quite sunny. So I thought I'd bring out a car I haven't yet done. Well, I have done, but I haven't showed you guys not yet. And it's on a ta02 chassis. Bear in mind this is just a Tamiya chassis. It is brushed, but I thought I'd bring it out and show you. I haven't done the lights not yet because I need the LED holders. I also do need to add a bit more damper oil, but I've run out of damper oil, so it may be a little bit bouncy. And it is also running the killer body, and it is, yeah, Lancia Delta Integrale. Yeah, this is the killer body, and it's running on a ta02 chassis. The chassis got a full bearing kit, and I've upgraded the drive shaft. You might be able to see it through the window. Just there, that blue thing. I was actually meant to do a comparison video between this chassis and my ta01 chassis. Mainly just for those of you who want to know the difference between the two chassis. And the main difference is mainly the middle bit that's the difference. But yeah, let's waffle in. Let's turn this on and give it a run. But yeah, like I said, I haven't done the lights not yet because I need some LED light holders. I can't remember where the switch is. So yeah, it is brushed, guys. It's not going to be over fast. I've got a torque tuned motor in it, but it's alright. I think it's definitely not too bad. What was the other thing I was just about to show you? Oh yeah, if you're wondering why there's a square bit on the back there, I was going to put an exhaust in there, but I was going to get one of the metal ones and cut it out and put it in, but I don't know if I'm going to get one of them or just try and get a sticker and put a sticker in there. Either way, I haven't made up my mind not yet. I do also have another car I'm going to show you, but I'll do that in another video. I'm just waiting for someone to go past before I put the camera back up, guys. Bear with me. Oh, this takes you straight back to the 90s. If only we could go back to that, eh? Oh yeah, also guys, this is running the normal ball diff as well. I've also got the actual ball diff in my ta01 Michelin Pilot car, which I've also sorted that out as well now. From my old channel, if you heard it running in my old channel, it sounds quite windy. So like when you accelerate, it's quite loud when you take off, but it's quite windy. And the reason was, well, there's a couple of reasons. I had the wrong bearings where the propeller shaft goes in. I had the wrong size bearings. The other thing was the motor shaft was, the bushings are gone, so it is going backwards and forwards. I changed the motor and it was still whiny, and it turned out it needed a new pinion, so I've changed all of that, and the ta02, the ta01 now runs like this car. I have to bring it out and do a little video and show you guys. It's not too bad for an NIC pack. And concerning it is brushless, it's not too bad, and we didn't have brushless back in the 90s, guys. This is what we had. Even, well, the radio, we didn't have these 24 gigahertz radios either. We had the ones with the crystals in it, which I always hated the ones with the crystals. Because if the crystal goes, you don't really know. It's not like you've got an indicator telling you, oh, your crystal's going to die. I've seen that happen before, man, mainly with nitros. So you're running your nitro, your crystal goes, and then your car takes off on its own. It happened to my mate, his car went flying across the field on his own. I told him it was going on his own, he didn't believe me, he thought I was lying. Actually, this suspension doesn't seem too bad. I could do with changing the steering a little bit. Let me just quickly see which way. It needs to go to the left. And this is another thing with these digital controllers. You can't tell where the exact position is, which is another thing I don't really like. I prefer the ones with the little dials. So you just got a little dial and then you turn it. At least that way you can see where it's to. With this, all you get is a beep, 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 and it makes the, obviously the further you go out, the more beeps it makes. The lower you go down, the less beeps it makes. But unless you actually know where you're to, it's hard to remember that shit. Hence why I prefer it with the dial. This car isn't too bad, you know, guys. Now it's turning more the other way. Let's go one click this way. I'm actually liking it, guys. Alright, I know it ain't gonna, it's not like the fastest RC out there, but it's nice. You could probably make it brushless if you wanted to. I don't know if I would suggest to do it, huh? I have seen it done, I have seen people do it. I probably wouldn't go no higher than a 2S battery in it though. And I wouldn't go too crazy on the KV on the motor either. I think if you was running, say the ESC you get with the ta02 and something like a 7.5 turn motor maybe, or maybe a bit higher, depending on what you wanted to do. I'm not looking at making it brushless. I don't really see I don't see it necessary to. See, it certainly goes on that. I wonder what it'd be like with a HPI bullet motor on that. That's what I've got in my ta01 Cosworth, is the HPI, no it ain't, I'm bloody lying. Actually, it's another torque tuned motor actually. I did have the black one in there, but the black one, the shaft, yeah, the bushings were gone, so the shaft was, you can rock it backwards and forwards. So yeah, I've got another silver can torque tuned motor in it. The HPI motor is in my Mitsubishi Evo car, which is a TT01 chassis. But that is running the speed gearing, so that's why it's faster. I'm definitely liking this Lancia though. This Lancia looks quite nice. I wasn't going to tell you guys either, but I do actually have another killer body shell, which I'm doing. It's going to go onto a TT02 chassis. I'm going to give this away now really, but I might as well tell you. So yeah, it's going to go onto a TT02 chassis, but I need to get the bearing kit, the upgraded drive shaft. There's also something else I wanted to get. Oh, it needs a front bumper. And I was going to change something else. I might even do that one brushless yet. I have got a brushless system to put in it. I've also just took a crazy fast brushless system out of that HPI car I ran the other day. Not my Subaru, but the other one. The one where I crashed into the back of the van wheel over there. I didn't care about that Strata car anyway, I'm not even that bothered. I got another one, I got the rally one, which I like the rally one more anyway. I'm not really into the buggies. I don't dislike the buggies, I like them, it's just not really my thing. Although I do like my mate's Kyosha Scorpion. Yes, Nitro Flux, I love your Scorpion. Your Scorpion is absolutely epic. In fact, I reckon it's one of the best buggies, man. I mean, I've never owned one, but if I was to own a buggy, I think I'd like one of them. Although I know you can't buy them no more. Well, you can, but they're pretty expensive these days. I don't think this car handles too bad, you know. I might not need that damn Pro after all. Well, I still will buy some, but I don't think I need it. I don't know whether either to put the spotlights on the front. If I put the spotlights on the front, it's going to cover up most of these stickers. So I might just do the actual lights. Thank you. Real one would be better. Be more expensive though. But this car would anyway. I mean, trying to buy a Lancia Delta now in 2023. Ooh, you'll be looking at some money for that. It's like trying to find an Escort Cosworth this day and age. I gotta admit, I love the Escort Cosworth. I love most of the 90s cars, to be honest. I love this one, I love the Escort Cosworth. I love the Toyota Celica. Yeah, I like most of the old cars. I like some of the new rally cars, but I think most of all these new cars look the same, really. Like back in the 90s, you could tell the car just from the shape. I mean, you could tell this is a Lancia. You look at the Escort Cosworth, you know it's an Escort Cosworth. You look at the CR500 Cosworth, you know it's the 500 Cosworth. You look at the cars these days, they all look the flipping same. You see what I mean about the suspension, guys? It actually seems alright. I'm actually talking a bit more on this one. I don't usually talk because, well, you want to see the car really. You don't want to hear me chatting. I'd rather watch the car than listen to some dude going on. So this is running the stock, it's pretty much the stock gearing, but I'm running, I believe, a 21 tooth pinion. But other than that, it's pretty much stock. So all I've done is change the pinion to a higher one. I think it comes with like a 19, but yeah, I put a 21 in it, just to make it that little bit faster. I'm looking at getting some new NIC packs as well, which the actual capacity of the battery is quite high. This one's 3,300. The one what I'm looking at is, I think it's like 6,000 something. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's like 6,800 or 6,600, something like that. That should give it a little bit more boost. You know what, I think this car is going to look pretty good once I've done the lights. I suppose I better start ripping up my tyres. Anyway, on that note guys, please like and subscribe, leave any comments, and I'll see you next time.